Hi folks, Dr. Alex. I got something I want to share with you. It's How to Raise Healthy Children in Spite of Your Doctor. It's written by Dr. Mendelsohn. This is a book that I think everyone who has kids, any parent, should have on their shelf. It's absolutely a wonderful reference to have around. Let me tell you a little story. My wife was at the hairdresser. She was getting her hair done. She got a call that my son had tripped over our dog Adolf, fell down, bumped his head. He was crying, and they didn't know what to do. So they gave him the phone call. My wife's panicking now. She's got me on the phone. She said, "You've got to quit work. You need to get home right now. Our son needs medical attention." And she says, I can't possibly leave because I got this stuff on my hair at the hairdresser, and if I leave now, I'm going to be bald for the next 6 months. So my wife's panicking. I get off the phone with her. I call up at the home. I talk to the kids that are around, saw the whole thing, and I didn't think it was very much. The kid bumped his head. He was crying. Well, my wife thought different. She got out of the hairdresser. She ran home. She looked at my son, and she immediately said, "I'm taking this kid to the hospital to seek medical attention." And I said, "No, wait a minute, honey, wait a minute. He bumped his head. Kids do this all the time. He's going to be okay." And of course, and by the way, if you go down to the hospital, down to the emergency room, it's going to cost a whole lot of money. Well, that was it. She had it with me. "Oh, you bad daddy. You're more worried about the cost than you are about my precious little child." Well, she got the kid in the car, was driving him, pulling out of the driveway, heading out. She called me up again, and I said, "Look, honey, okay, you're going down to the emergency room. How long do you think you're going to be sitting there in the waiting room? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? A couple of hours?" She said, "Yeah, probably a couple hours." I said, I'll tell you what, bring him into the office and let me check him out." So Brendan and my wife, they came into the office. I checked him out. I checked his eyes. Everything's moving properly. Did all the neurological tests, and the boy seemed fine. He wasn't bleeding. I'm telling him, "Honey, he's fine." My wife still doesn't believe me. See, to you I might be Dr. Alex, but as far as she's concerned, I'm that dreamy guy she met in high school, right? and not quite the authority that you might think I am. So I said, "Okay, fine." And I got out Dr. Mendelsohn's book. Open it up to the proper page. Page and a half later, the whole issue, the whole scene, all the drama is diffused. She's okay. You're right. I'm taking him home. He's okay. And the whole system is diffused. Folks, that's what this book can do for you. This can give you peace of mind. You see, parents, especially new parents, when your little child gets sick, they panic. They run down to the emergency room. Well, this gives you something to fall back on, something to feel good about, something to help you make a decision of whether you need to see the doctor or not, or whether you should just wait till morning. It's Dr. Robert Mendelsohn. It's How to Raise Healthy Children in Spite of Your Doctor. Matter of fact, his first chapter, most things get better by morning. Second chapter, parents and grandparents are wiser than doctors. He talks about fevers. He talks about headaches, ear infections, skin problems, coughing and sneezing and colds, all the things that you're liable to run into when you have a child or when they get sick. And by the way, folks, this advice comes from Dr. Mendelsohn. Was a leading pediatrician for over 30 years in the country. He was a practicing pediatrician. This is not just crazy chiropractic stuff. This is Dr. Mendelsohn. I recommend you get this book. It makes a great gift for you or for someone that you love. It makes a great Christmas gift for parents. It's also a tremendous gift for someone who's having a baby shower. Get it. Dr. Alex.